Over the last 30 years or so, the porn industry has bloomed into a fully fledged media institution. Watching porn is now seemingly ubiquitous. Rebecca Golden of the University of Maryland and the Financial Times both pegged the percentage of young men who watch porn on at least a monthly basis at 70%. And a University of Alberta study has pegged the number of 13 to 14-year-olds who have been exposed to porn at 90% for boys and 70% for girls. The porn industry now generates $10 to $14 billion a year in the US alone, more than professional football, basketball, and baseball combined. As sociologist Linda Williams says, porn is no longer a sideshow to the performance of our culture, it's a main event. Along with the popularity of porn in general, gay porn has moved beyond a mere niche market, becoming increasingly popular for porn consumers and increasingly lucrative for porn producers. In an ideal world, this rising market would reflect some of the same calls for equality and progressive politics that the LGBTQ groups have been advocating for over their entire history. Unfortunately, this hasn't really been the case. Gay porn is often just as violent and racist as normative straight porn. And while that's to be expected to some extent, the explicitness and popularity of racist porn is pretty shocking. First of all, the vast majority of gay porn is not only homogamous, it's also almost entirely white. Most mainstream websites, like Sean Cody, Falcon Studios, or Bellamy, employ only a handful of non-white models, none of whom are featured on the site's main pages. The dearth of non-white porn actors in gay porn sends a pretty clear message, and one that's consistent with the popular image of what an American gay looks like, that is, upper middle class and white. That the bodies of non-white gay, bi, and queer men are not sexually valued. In a society seemingly obsessed with sex, and where one's masculinity is often constructed on how much action you get, this public undervaluing of non-whites as sexual beings threatens their ability to construct and defend their masculinity. On the other hand, non-white porn actors' presence and use in gay porn is often even more offensive than their absence. Consistent with the image of black men as hypersexual, overly aggressive rapists out to harm and dominate whites, interracial gay porn often portrays black men as brutish sexual criminals who can't control their desires and violent tendencies. One example of this is the website blacksonboys.com, a website whose explicit theme is angry black men violating weak white boys and is an act of racial domination. What's fascinating about the website is that this dynamic is its selling point. It actually brags that it's the most brutal interracial gay hardcore ever shot. Other websites are even more unapologetic, expanding their theme of black-on-white violence to their very title. The website itsgonnahurt.com is another case in point. In the introductory preview video of the site, non-black men appear excited by the prospect of finally having sex with a black man. Then, upon seeing the enormous size of the black male lead Castro's penis, they suddenly become scared, nervous, and apprehensive. This trepidation is then followed by a montage of these men screaming in pain, obviously uncomfortable, while being violently penetrated by the black male lead. Throughout the site, and others like it, are dozens of references to black men's monster cocks, a further reference to the image of black men's bodies as being specifically adapted to abnormal hypersexuality. While there are dozens of these websites with slight variations, their unifying and apparently widely shared appeal is that these videos reify racial stereotypes and allow a white audience to both get off to the sexually exciting taboo of having sex with a black man, while simultaneously allowing them to feel morally superior to the obviously overly aggressive black men displayed. You don't even have to go to a specifically interracially themed website, however, to find these racial biases. Pretty much any porn website would work. A quick perusal of 3 popular gay porn sites' interracial sections revealed that videos in which a black man is the insertive partner and a white man is the receptive partner outnumber all other combinations at a ratio of 3 to 1. And many of the small percentage of videos that weren't black on white were often from websites like thughunter.com, where white men economically coerce black men into being penetrated. Or videos in which white men dominated Asian men, which is its whole own racial stereotype that we can't get into right now. The combined effects of systematically excluding non-white, and especially black, men from being depicted as people worthy of sexual attention, and the representations of black gay sexuality as hyper-aggressive and violently sexual, don't just hurt black men, however, though they are obviously the chief victims. To the extent that the general population internalizes the norms of porn, the socially acceptable sexual stances of all gay men are severely limited by these racial depictions, and inhibit the formation of honest, fulfilling relationships built on mutual respect. They rob everyone in the already limited gay community of the ability to see all races as they truly are, and serve to perpetuate the same racial stereotypes that lead the criminal justice system to arrest, imprison, and execute gay men at such exponentially higher rates when compared to other races. So, for everyone's sake, the next time you buy or consume porn, ask yourself this: is this porn I want to continue consuming and funding? If not, you might want to start visiting more progressive porn websites like crashpadseries.com or queerporn.tv. Or better yet, porn producers, the next time you produce a video, maybe do something that'll truly shock your viewers, like make your videos a little less racist.